Hello guys, Nexas here, and welcome back to Destiny 2. And in today's video, guys, we are going to be here with some more, of course, Heresy goodiness to go over. And what we're going to be looking at today is going to be a little bit of a break from the seasonal sort of weapons. I mean, they are grad tier, but we're going to be going over what the new comp reward of the season is. I know, guys, it's that time of the season again where you got to do comp to get a freaking weapon. I know PvP comp is definitely on the bottom of everybody's to-do list right now, but if you do brave it and get your 7 freaking matches done, get yourself, of course, a rank in some competitive PvP, you will be gifted your very first Redrixs Estoc. And I will say that this Estoc itself is probably going to be a bit of a banger because it's going to be the second legacy PR55 frame, which, if you don't know, basically the Halo BR and everything. It's so freaking dope. There are so many banger rolls on this. You've got things for PvP in terms of the Lone Wolf. You have, of course, Zen Moment, which is dope. You got the Perpetual. And then when you look at the other column in the daddy traits, you got, of course, a rapid hit. You've got the sword logic, which is pretty dope. It's like a rampage perk. You got, of course, head seeker. You've got the kill clip. And I will say PvE, this could be an absolute freaking banger in some stasis builds because these do rail PvE, and you can get things like Rhyme Steel or Headstone, which is going to be really dope. But yeah, there are all the sorts of random rolls. I'm not too sure if this is the set roll you get. It would also have a bunch of different stocks and everything like all the other comp weapons, but I'm not too sure is this the only roll you get. Tell me if you get some different rolls and everything. But the Redrix Estoc itself, as I said, do 7 comp games for your first week. Get yourself a singular roll, and then from then on, you can do 3 games in each character. Get yourself 3 of these weapons a week. But the very first time you get this, you can only get it once that week. So I would get it out of the way now. I know you're probably busy doing other things, but get it out of the way now. Do your 7 games, then eventually you can start to farm to your heart's content. This frame of weapon, honestly, I don't know what Bungie have done. I don't know what they've unleashed in the game, but it's going to be freaking saucy. But yeah, we're going to try it out in some PvP. So without further ado, let's go into PvP with the Redrix Estoc. Alrighty, so we're going to be on the Evanside ruins with the little Redrix Estoc, and this is what it's going to look like and everything. It's got a pretty sweet ass scope, but to be honest, and oh my god, I went for it. He was 1 HP. I could have got his ass. But to be honest, you never really scope it in too often with these. Obviously, you want to go the extra ranges you do, but these can no scope so freaking well. Like, you can rail people with them, and that's what makes these kind of beautiful. Buddy, that's a healing nade. This sort of pulse rifle, they honestly do rail. I kind of went over the battler when I kind of figured out this was coming, but I'm telling you, with the right rolls, like you see with Lone Wolf and kill clip rolls and everything like that, this thing is just going to be an absolute freaking beast because that battler is already dope. And yeah, can only imagine what a stasis weapon like this is going to be like. And this guy has a freaking trace rifle. Come on, buddy, you think I'm 1 HP? Ah! We'll take him. What the hell was that? Man just appeared out of nowhere. But yeah, I do have sword logic and everything on this as well. That's the last word. I'm so dead. This guy's gonna rail me. But I do have of course, sword logic on this, which is basically kind of like a rampage sort of perk on this. It's not exactly like kill clip or damage, like a really good damage perk or whatever, but it's just the roll I was given. But there's so many juicy ones. Obviously, you got the kill clips and everything. You can see this thing can absolutely rail people. There's a sword logic by 2. Oh man, this thing is just, it's honestly just filthy. It's just so freaking dope. That's when they get the extra damage kind of going. You got a good bit of time with sword logic. No! Oh my god, I just freaking destroyed him. Man, look how disgusting that is. There's like legit no recoil. I know I'm on PC, but even on console, there's like no recoil on this type of weapon. It's built in that there's like basically no horizontal, and it's just freaking crazy how much you can rail people with this weapon now. 2 people there, give me that assist. That's how you win it, boys. You tickle the booty, you get those free ass kills. That's how you play PvP nowadays. I wouldn't even say this is the most kind of like optimal map for this either. This is kind of like a probably too close quarter map for it. Like, it'll do well, but the mid to range to long range maps are where this is gonna absolutely shine. You can kind of see with the scope how clean it is as well. It's gonna be so juicy. I just love scopes like this where they take up a little bit of your screen, but the middle part is just so crystal clear. Like, I mean, there's no freaking distractions really on this at all. As I said, you can no scope too. It has that built in, so I'm telling you, Bungie have unleashed a freaking disaster on PvP because the more people who start getting rolls of this, the more you're gonna start getting railed by the freaking thing because it's just so good. And you can see if I don't whiff, oh my god, it does so much freaking damage. The range is the one thing that you might fall down on sometimes, but get some range rolls going and of course get those damage perks going. Bungie do not know what they've unleashed on PvP right now. I mean, there is so much kind of stuff that's doing well PvP regardless. He's 1 HP. There's so many things doing well PvP anyway, but I will definitely say that this weapon is still freaking kind of nutty. I mean, even there nearly kill him. If their whole squad didn't come out of a freaking clown car and bend me over, I would have probably killed him. You know what, guys? They're team shotting us. Can we get the team shots kind of going as well? There's a no scopes. Oh my god, you just absolutely rail people. I will say, obviously, that you should probably be going for the AL scope and everything just to make sure you're hitting your shots. And tickle the booties, boys. Tickle those booties. Get them kills. But yeah, you should probably be aiming in a little bit or whatever to go, obviously go at ranges and everything like that. But as soon as you get the sword logic going or freaking kill clips or anything going, oh my god, you freaking delete people now. There is some people here. I better not get sniped. What the? Where the hell am I? Yo, Burb, go! Go! Oh my god, if this guy does not die, buddy, freaking die! My god, oh, of course it is. Of course the freaking guy uses Thunder Crash just to kill me. It's always the case. Every super in this game targets my juicy booty in PvP. I would have been so mad if he got away, but oh my god, a Fist of Havoc? In the year 2025? What is this? Who goes in with a Fist of Havoc PvP? Is that the smoke grenade? Oh, buddy just got countered. Wait, what the? Hello? I'm so freaking confused. I just went to invis. There's a guy here as well. Yo, guys, I got the no scopes going. Give me the no scopes. Give me the no scopes. Ah! I already killed him as well. Man, I don't even know what put me invisible there. I just legit just disappeared and I was trying to freaking no scope him. That's where I was saying, though, sometimes you probably want to aim in and everything, but up close you can see the no scoping is definitely a solid way, like, kind of way to go after people. And there's going to be a guy here. No, he's going to be on the other side. And is that a... Oh my god, it's a Spectre Blade. Yo, buddy. Yo, buddy. Oh, he's 1 HP. Come on, buddy. You're not gonna know him here. Oh, man, it's invisible trying to hide him. Hey, buddy. Peek the corner. There he is. There he is. Oh, my God. It's so freaking mad. I traced him so far. Oh, my God. How do I keep on peeking? Their whole team constantly. I just want the 1v1 fights. But yeah, Bungie have, honestly, they've unleashed an absolute freaking beast, I'm telling you. Once people start getting the god rolls, especially when you can start farming out for this, I'm pretty sure this sword logic roll is like the only roll you can kind of get. Let me know if you've gotten other ones. I'm pretty sure, though, the first roll is always kind of a set roll that only you can get the first week, and then after that you can start to farm out for a little bit more and everything, of course, with each character. But I definitely will say that even with this roll, it does absolutely freaking rail people. I mean, this thing is just an absolute beast. Now, there's a guy over here, buddy. He traded. Yeah, he has the role as well. Let's go into him. He had no name. So yeah, he is a sword logic one as well in the Lone Wolf. So I'm pretty sure this is like the set role you get for your first one. So you might get this one as well, but I'm telling you, once people start getting their, of course, the rapid hit sort of rolls, they're freaking, oh, kill clip rolls. I got freaking team shot again. Kill clip rolls, rapid hit rolls, of course, perpetual motions and whatnot, Zen moments. Oh my god, people are going to start railing. Bungie have unleashed an absolute freaking demon on the PvP scene. I'm telling you, this is going to be just pure filth. It's honestly nasty. Alrighty, so we're going to go to some PvE with a little Redrixs Estoc as well. I know people will most likely think this is going to be a PvP weapon, which realistically it kind of is. And you get it from comp and everything, but as a stasis weapon, this is going to be pretty solid PvE as well. I mean, there's so many damaging kind of perks going on it as well. So you got your kill clips, and you of course have the sword logic, rapid hits as well for reload, desperado. So it actually has some really good perks for the LPVE arena. And then of course, as I said, there's Rhyme Seer headstone, and headstone on this weapon is going to be absolutely freaking crazy. It's going to be so easy to kind of get your crystals going, as I said. I just think, honestly, this is going to be a really solid weapon, both PvP, PvE. Now, we just need to get rid of this thing real quick, yo. But honestly, this is going to be dope PvE. It's more just the RPM and everything it has kind of going for it, and its stability and whatnot, and especially if you get those head seeker sort of rolls and everything. I do think this is going to be a beast PvE, so that's kind of what I wanted to showcase a little bit here, and I'm not going for that chest. It's way too far down. But that's why I wanted to showcase it a little bit PvE, because you put it into a decent ass sort of arc build, or not arc, but stasis build. I think this is going to do absolute work. I know people will say there's more utility weapons, but as far as pulses go, PvE, it is really, really sweet. I think that this is like one of the best started pulses to kind of go in with. The Battler BXR with Incandescence is just so freaking clean in PvE that it's going to be a solid freaking stasis one in that top slot if you want to use something like maybe even that Lodestar that just came out, right? Or like the Delicate Tomb. This is a really sweet weapon to have in that top slot. As I said, it's got good range. It's got like really solid stability. You got so many damage perks on it like that. And as I said, if you get headstone as well. Oh man, this is so freaking juicy. Bungie have unleashed an absolute freaking demon on the scenes. I will say I'm kind of disappointed that I don't have, of course, the headstone. I can't really grind out for it because Bungie locked me into one roll a freaking week for the first week. So yeah, I'm kind of stuck using the sword logic roll. But even the sword logic, I will say, is actually doing some work. I mean, sword logic PvE, you can get it to a really high stack easily, and it actually can do freaking damage. And oh, that's a tormentor. Come on, buddy, let me shoot those little arms off you. Let me shoot the armpits. Thank you. Don't have a fetish. I just want to shoot the armpits. Oh my god, he's getting railed. Oh my god, my man is destroying it. Freaking Kamehameha his ass back to freaking spawn. Come muchachos here though, and as I said, it's just so much fun to use. Like, that's like one of the greatest things about it. It's not that it's really dope, which it is. Like, it is going to be a solid weapon, but the best thing about it is that it's so much freaking fun to use. Just being able to run around no-scoping like this, it's such a blast. I mean, there isn't many other legendary weapons in the game that have these sorts of, I'd say, unique sort of designs to them. So the fact that we finally have a secondary version of this instead of having to use a battler is honestly freaking huge. I would, even if you're not the biggest PvP fan, I would definitely be suggesting you go into PvE to comp and get this weapon, because even if you get your first roll and start farming out a little bit every week, it's totally worth it because the weapon's so freaking dope. And of course, if you do spec into like some stasis sort of things like this for freezing everything, if I had the Rhyme Stealer on or any of those sorts of stasis perks, it will go really well with them. Oh my god, buddy. Man, I'm over here doing this whole thing by myself. My team are just going around farming chests, guys. There's objectives to do. Please help our brother out. But yeah, I just think that this weapon PvE, it actually is really fun to use, and it's super solid. So definitely, if you do get the PvE rolls, don't be thinking that, oh my god, I wasted my roll on PvE. I got freaking a Rhyme Stealer. I'm telling you, the Rhyme Stealer is actually going to be really nice on this, especially that headstone roll. It's going to be super dope for certain builds. I'm telling you, PvE, this ain't no freaking slouch. Bungie have released the beast into freaking both PvP and PvE, and it's freaking glorious. Alrighty, final boss down, of course, with the Redrix, and my god, these guys already wiped a third of the HP before we even got around to it. It's a beast. It's honestly such a freaking beast. I think it can go in any sort of content you really choose. It feels really nice, of course, has a really clean ass scope, and I'm just happy we've got a secondary version of this type of weapon, and also that it's in that top slot. So, oh my god, getting blasted. But it's in that top slot, which means that you don't have to rely so much on, of course, having the solar version or the battler BXR and everything. You can go in with this stasis version and do absolute freaking work. As I said, this thing is honestly just an absolute freaking beast in PvE and PvP. So 100% I would be suggesting, and oh my god, look at those engrams. But I would definitely be suggesting you do yourself some comp games. I know right now there's probably better things to do, and comp isn't everyone's like cup of tea. Let's be honest, comp is kind of horrendous. Even though they've updated a little bit in terms of rewards and whatnot, it still isn't great, but I will still say it's 100% worth it for this. I mean, it's probably one of the best comp rewards we've gotten. I mean, there is a couple, obviously, like the sniper and everything was great, the Mercurial Reach, whatever it's called, and a couple of others, but I honestly feel like this is gonna be the most influential because it's just that freaking good. Now I got my Nova Bomb. Eat some Nova, buddy. Eat some freaking Void. Look at that. We'll go for the headshots. Well, that is it for me, and of course, the Redrix Estoc. I can't say that like 10 times. You'll tongue to it. Redrix Estoc. You just can't say that like 10 times. It's impossible. But the Redrix itself, this thing is an absolute freaking beast. You already know if it has Redrix at the start, it's most likely gonna be insane bagger like the Redrix Claymore. Now you got the Estoc. It's honestly so freaking sweet. I'm just so happy we got another version of this type of frame. I think this frame is just one of the funnest in Destiny. It's so sad that we only ever had the Battler BXR, but now we got the Estoc. It can absolutely do work. Definitely when we get more rolls and everything next week, it'll be even more juicy. And I'm just saying, Bungie unleashed the beast. They unleashed a beast, and we don't really know yet exactly how much they've unleashed the beast, but be prepared, guys, because next week, honestly, when people start farming their god rolls and everything, I could see this being an absolute freaking dominating tool in PvP. Of course, PvE, there's so much competition, everything for rifles and whatnot. I still think this is dope PvE, but PvP, with high impacts getting that nerf and everything like that, this is just, oh my god, a cut above the rest. This thing's so freaking beautiful. And that's with, I mean, this is a decent roll. Lone Wolf Sword Logic is a decent roll for a starting roll and everything with, of course, the hand-laid stock. But once you start getting things like, as I said, the kill clip, which is a bit more, I'd say, controllable extra damage, or the rapid hit, or the freaking Zen. Zen is going to be freaking disgusting. This is going to be used by a lot of people, I'm telling you. This thing is legit just a beast. Bungie have unleashed absolute freaking chaos. Pure chaos, in the words of Wanda from Marvel Rivals. Pure chaos is being unleashed, guys. It's honestly beautiful. But regardless, if you liked the video, show us a like, and read some more content, subscribe, have a fantastic day, and hopefully I'll see you in the next collective in the next one.